I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Ken Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Rugby, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Light Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FPC News. Tonight, my Suva Park left littered with rubbish after a long weekend of merrymaking. Strengthening consumer protection laws a focus for 2017. And Fiji Broadcasting Corporation to host 2 New Year's Eve's parties. Large piles of rubbish were left behind at my Suva Park after yesterday's Boxing Day holiday. While city workers were out early to clean up the mess, officials say it wasn't a pleasant sight, especially with tourists exploring the park. Kelly Vadala reports.
Suva City Council workers had a busy morning cleaning up. Dozens and dozens of garbage bags filled with rubbish left behind by picnic goers yesterday. Security officer Suliano Manu says the park was jam-packed yesterday and people left behind large amounts of rubbish.
Come this morning, they are collecting the rubbish SCC. There's so many rubbish yesterday, this morning.
Yes, there's a lot of rubbish in the park after yesterday. And as you can see, we have packed them in big bags and into big bin. Even the big bin is now full. I'm just asking the public to just make use of the bins here and take more responsibility in using this facility.
Those who came out today say people should think about others who also want to bring their families to a clean park.
We need to keep Fiji clean, not only for us, for the sake of the tourists. When they come to Fiji, they will see that Fiji is a beautiful country, it's a clean country. They will go back home, give a bit of word of mouth advertisement, so more people can come to our country and put bread and butter on our table.
People left a lot of rubbish here yesterday, and it's still visible today. Since there was also a wedding and other people who came for picnic too left massive trash, and we asked them to clean it up before they left, but it's still here.
There's a lot of rubbish around, but it's still a beautiful place. But maybe a little bit of tidying up.
As of 6 this morning, the Suva City Council started clearing up rubbish from my Suva Park. With a massive rubbish left behind from the public yesterday, it will take them the whole afternoon to clear things up. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The Fiji Commerce Commission is planning to come down hard on traders come 2017. Chief Executive Joel Abraham says weaknesses in law identified this year will see some action by the Commission in the new year. Senia Nimboila has more.
With 4 more days to the end of 2016, the Fiji Commerce Commission is planning ahead to the new year. One area of attention will be revising laws to protect tenants in rental properties.
What we do is work on Landlords and Tenants Act, and we're doing this in conjunction with the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism, as well as the SG's office. We want to develop a legislation that deals with all landlords and tenants issues under one legislation.
Electronic trading is a new ground for Fiji and the Commission as well. CEO Joel Abraham says trading via social media doesn't have specific legal cover, and the Commission doesn't want to be left powerless.
So how do we deal with people who have opened accounts on Facebook and have started selling things on Facebook? So people are selling clothes, shoes, even books, computers, so on and so forth. Our laws currently does not come out and say what do you do in these cases. So we want to develop guidelines to say how do you do business as far as e-commerce is concerned, what should traders look out for, what should consumers look out for.
Meanwhile, Consumer Council of Fiji Chief Executive Pramila Kumar has urged customers not to get carried away by advertisements and to be more vigilant.
For consumers, the first thing they need to do is simply don't trust. just don't trust. And I think trust is the factor that puts them into a very difficult situation. That's one reason, trusting the consumers. Second reason is they're shy. They're not opening up to the trader and simply asking all those questions or saying what they should be saying. And these two things leads them into trouble.
Kumar adds customers making wise decisions will not only protect them from being taken advantage of. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Fiji Broadcasting Corporation will for the first time host its New Year's Eve bash in the two major cities. The 3112 street parties will be hosted simultaneously in Suva and Lautoka.
Fijians will have an opportunity to farewell 2016 and welcome the new year in style. The Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's annual street party will bring you non-stop entertainment for 6 hours on New Year's Eve.
It is directed more towards, the whole family. So it's not just about a certain age group. It's about the whole family, young people, older people, parents with kids. Everyone comes, and it's not just about watching people on stage. It's about good music, live music, DJ type music, dancing, food, rides, and then there's a lot of stuff. There's a wet area. We'll have water fights.
Syed Kayum says they want everyone to have a good time and has assured a safe environment will be provided.
What happens when a lot of people come out at night, especially families and young people, when they come out at night, there's a lot of drunk people in town, around nightclubs, etc. So it's not very safe. But if they come to our party, you're guaranteed, the security, there's no alcohol, so you won't get any rowdy people. And it's just good, clean fun to bring in the new year of 2017.
The street parties begin at 6 p.m. with live coverage on FBC TV beginning at 10:30.
So some people, just in case they're missing out because someone's sick at home, they can't go out, or the kids are not well, or the children at home are too small to go out and be out till late, then you can watch all the fun and activities live on FBC TV.
The live coverage will feature a countdown of best musics of 2016 and live crossovers to the street parties in Suva and Lautoka until 12:15 a.m. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The Nadi Chamber of Commerce and Industry says crime and security remains an issue for the jet-set town and is urging everyone to be on guard. President Dr. Ram Raju says more police officers have been assigned to Nadi and are visible in town and elsewhere. Dr. Raju says the chamber is requesting more CCTV cameras and surveillance in most parts of Nadi, Matinta and Namaka to be controlled 24 hours a day. Dr. Raju says they will be making submissions on duty exemptions and security cameras to combat crime. After the break on FBC News, the world pays tribute to the late George Michael. That and more coming up.
Bula, I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nadi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nadi. I love listening to Gold FM. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome back to FBC News. Tropical Depression 04F has highlighted significant issues with drainage around the country recently. Fiji Roads Authority Chief Executive John Hutchinson says it is not only drainage in relation to the road infrastructure, but drainage generally. Hutchinson says road infrastructure is particularly susceptible to poor drainage, and it is a major contributing factor to potholes.
One of the issues that, and I will acknowledge, is that we have drains at the sides of our roads. They go, but they stop. Where does the water actually flow to from those roadside drains? That's an issue that we have, and we need to work more closely with the relevant stakeholders to get a longer term solution in place.
The wholesalers and retailers of tobacco products and Suki vendors are being advised to renew their registrations now to continue their sales. Permanent Secretary for Health and Medical Services Philip Davis says vendors, wholesalers and retailers have until the 31st of January to do so. Under the Tobacco Control Decree, a wholesaler, distributor or retailer and all Suki vendors must register or renew their existing registration annually. Davis says those caught selling tobacco products without registration may incur a penalty of up to $5,000. An increase of around 5% was recorded in visitor arrivals for last month. Provisional data released by the Fiji Bureau of Statistics shows over 62,400 visitors came to Fiji in November. Increase in tourist arrivals was recorded from New Zealand, China, the rest of Asia and the United States of America. Most of the visitors came for holiday purposes, while others came to visit family and friends. On to world news, and tributes have been pouring in for singer George Michael, who died peacefully at his home. The former Wham frontman had a checkered past, but was loved by millions around the world for his music. In sports tonight, Fiji Sevens to march into camp next week. And Fiji FA decides on the overseas tour. These stories and more coming up.
Salabuki may nakaulebu na kiyala tilebu au samorong tunga en Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Ebi nakabayaw Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan na evangolite ay rakirak.
Hey mami na marama ni Nafle. Hey mami daw talenta ka na Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Welcome to FBC Sports. New Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber joins up with the team next week when camp begins for the Wellington and Sydney tournaments. This will be an icebreaker as Baber and the team meet for the first time. Vashnil Prasad reports.
Over late in the day.
The Fiji Sevens team has a lot to work on if it's going to defend the Sevens World Series title for the third time. Placed the third on the overall standings, the road to the series title is not an easy one.
You know that'll be time as well. We'll have Gareth in camp with them, and so we're looking to have about 18 to maybe just about a bit over 20 players to come in and contest for those positions for Wellington.
The Wellington and Sydney tournaments will most likely decide the fate of our national team. Fiji last won the Wellington Sevens back in 2010 and finished third in Sydney last year.
Turning point. We must have maximum points from these two tournaments. The outcome goal is really to win those tournaments, and for us to stay in the hunt for the World Series, which is the bigger picture. This next two tournaments is critical for us.
More than 20 players will march into camp, and Fiji Sevens fitness trainer Nadi the one in Buka expects everyone to be fit.
The non-negotiables in terms of fitness and how they look after their personal well-being is their responsibility, and we have players who are professional.
Fiji is grouped with South Africa, Australia and Japan at the Wellington Sevens. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, the Fiji Barber Sevens side has marched into camp this morning to prepare for the South America tournament next month. Josateki Savo now takes over from Nathaniel Idhawanimbuka as the coach of the Barbers, who are in their last phase of training. 16 players are expected to be named soon, from which Savo will select final 12-member squad for the South America Sevens. The tournament will feature teams from Argentina, USA, Canada, Chile, Brazil, Uruguay and Colombia. The tournament will be played on the 6th and 7th of January in Argentina and on the 14th and 15th of January in Chile.
My only aim is to develop the players and take them to the another level, and off the field had a one-to-one session, and for them to become a good professional players, and the knowledge that I've been taken for a couple of years ago in the taking up the Fiji Sevens coach, and also helping out another to identify the good players for the next IRB session.
The Fiji Football Association is looking forward to setting up a few friendly matches for the national team before the World Cup Stage 3 qualifiers. Fiji FA President Rajesh Patel says there are offers on the table, but the association is yet to make a decision. Vashnil Prasad reports.
The Fiji football national team marches into camp next month to prepare for the World Cup Stage 3 qualifiers. The Fiji FA is wasting no time in arranging an overseas tour for the team before the qualifiers.
The director is working hard to get our friendly matches for the national team organized, and we have got 1 or 2 offers already, but we want to do a package. If you go to Asia, you can't just go for one match, and this is something financially we have to control ourselves and make sure that we are financially viable to make these tours.
Patel says countries like Myanmar and Singapore are looking forward to hosting Fiji.
Looking at Singapore and everything, the dates were not matching, but there are offers from the Philippines and Indonesia and all of them, so we'll see where it comes out.
Fiji will play New Zealand and New Caledonia in the World Cup qualifiers in March. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Fijian star Roy Krishna did not get any goals in the Wellington Phoenix match against Newcastle Jets, but did help his team in setting up the second goal. In a match which ended 2-2, Costa Barbarossa scored the first goal, while Guy Finkler got the second goal in the Boxing Day fixture in Australia last night. Phoenix 6-8 on the A-League table with 11 points. And Chelsea's grip on the Premier League title race tightened as they beat Bournemouth 3-0. Eden Hazard, Pedro and Willian scored the goals for Chelsea, who are 9 points clear at the top of the EPL table. Manchester United record their 4th successive Premier League win, beating Sunderland 3-0. Substitute Henrik Mkhitaryan added gloss to the scoreline with a brilliant backheeled goal. Arsenal beat West Brom 1-0, and Manchester City has moved second on the table after defeating Hull 3-0. Cleveland Cavaliers forward LeBron James racked up 31 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals and 1 block in 40 minutes of action, as the Cavs managed a 109-108 comeback win over the Golden State Warriors. Here's the story and how the matches shaped up. Rio 2016 was one of New Zealand's most successful campaign ever in terms of medals won, with Kiwi athletes winning 18, 4 of them gold. But it was a game filled with plenty of surprises, both from those who won and those who didn't. Brief showers was experienced over the eastern and interior parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine weather prevailed. Suva was a low of 29 degrees on the chart today, while Lambasa peaked at 33 degrees. All other centres were also in the low 30s. Tomorrow's forecast is for mainly fine conditions, with cloudy conditions in the afternoon over most places. The outlook for Thursday, some showers over most places, southeast winds 20 to 25 knots and rough seas are expected. Recapping the main stories. Suva City Council workers left to clean up huge mess left by picnic goers at My Suva Park. More consumer protection laws in 2017, and Fiji Broadcasting Corporation to host 2 New Year's Eve parties. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Now to our poll question. This week we ask, do drainage issues need immediate attention? To answer, visit our FBC website. Well, do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizens@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. Thanks for joining FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
It's me Simsta here right from the Rakidiki town. और सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट शो में मैं सुनता हूँ, जब ब्रेकफास्ट शो में रहता है अश्लील और संगीता के साथ, इसी के साथ सुनते सुनते 11 से 2 भाभी जी का शो जितेन शामिल. You know something? Reki मिर्ची FM is hot.
मैं हूँ श्वेता, दुर्गुशा नर्सरी से. लोग देखते हैं ईद का चांद, लेकिन मेरा चांद तो मिर्ची FM है.
हमारा नाम जाबिर है, हम कोर्निविया नसोरी में रहता है. मिर्ची FM हम सब टाइम सुनता है. मिर्ची FM बहुत जुलूम है. मिर्ची FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.